Alright, so this Tuesday, March 25th, we have ourselves a little Supreme Court case that actually has a big ramification when it comes to needlepoint and embroidery and what else? Those little wooden sticks that look like this. I don't know what they're called. But yes, so Hobby Lobby has taken the Obama administration to court in a case known as Sebelus v. Hobby Lobby. I'll spell check that later. So Sebelus is, if some of you don't know, she is the person that gets constantly thrown on the bus when we talk about Obamacare. She's the one that instead of saying, hey, this is a bad piece of legislation, we just say, hey, that's Sebelus person. Ugh, she's the Secretary of Health and Human Services, and she's the one who's testified on Capitol Hill against Republicans, and she's the kind of sort of, other than Barack Obama, she's kind of sort of the figurehead for, you know, what's called the Affordable Care Act, or Obamacare, as some Republicans call it, the mark of the beast. Hobby Lobby is a small crafting company that has about 1,400 stores all throughout the country. You'll know them because, you know, if you've ever decided that you wanted to sew, you've probably been there. I, for one, am a man who knows how to sew, so I know Hobby Lobby very well. Okay? So Hobby Lobby was founded by a family called the Greens. Look at that penmanship. Yes, the Greens have decided that they wanted to run a company based on their own Christian beliefs, which apparently means light jazz music in the stores and the constant smell of cinnamon no matter which side of the place you're on, even if you're not anywhere near the spices. But I digress. Now, the Greens have come under fire because Hobby Lobby is a huge corporation. So under the Affordable Care Act, they are at some point, because the Obama administration keeps pushing back the deadline, at some point they have to provide health care for their entire employee base. And when it comes to women, they also have to provide contraception. So birth control, maybe the morning after pill. I'm not sure what the definition of contraception is. However, the Greens have decided that that gives all their female employees license to sex it up wherever they go. Because when I think of sexy, I think of light jazz music and dowel rods. So they have said, we're not going to do that. We can't do that. We have a religious belief. Well, let's go back to Sebelus. Sebelus and Obamacare and the Affordable Care Act and whatever you want to call it have decided that, well, churches shouldn't have to pay for contraception if they firmly believe that it's not something. So churches, they don't have to pay for the sexy drugs. Also, you know, religious nonprofits and universities. So nonprofits and universities that are affiliated with a church, so like BYU is affiliated with the Mormon Church, Emory, which, you know, you can get the stuff at Emory, but it's affiliated with the United Methodist Church, and Notre Dame, excuse me, Notre Dame, which is Catholic. They don't have to provide it if they don't want to. They have to go through their insurance company, so they can say, well, Notre Dame's not providing it. They're good Catholic people, but Aetna is. Aetna's the sinful beast that is providing women a way to have safe sex and, you know, enjoy their lives. The Greens, however, said we need to take that a step further. We are a for-profit company, but we are not going to provide this because it goes against our religious beliefs. Well, they sued. They said, we got to do this. And circuit court has said, hey, come on, you can't do that. You're a corporation. So they appealed and went to another circuit court. The other circuit court said, hey, come on, seriously, what are you doing? And then they went to the federal appeals court, and the federal appeals court said, well, of course, corporations are people too, so ergo, they have the right to have religious beliefs. So that's the big deal, is this will decide whether or not corporations who, under Citizens United, have been deemed people, which means they have the capacity to promote political candidates, to I guess, love and marry each other. Corporations can have children, apparently. Anywho, can a for-profit company be I hate to use the word, but oppressed religiously when they're mandated to do something they don't believe in? So this Tuesday, the 25th, this is going to be argued. Hobby Lobby is probably going to use the Citizens United, the definition of what a person is legally. Sebelus is going to use what's called common sense, which is, seriously, it's a for-profit company. You just want to make a buck. Anyway, it's going to be fun to see where this goes. We'll keep you informed. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And, you know, if you really want to embroider, Hobby Lobby is a fine place. And if you really want affordable care, Sebelus is not too shabby yourself.